Akims. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Shalom.
We like to give all praises and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, and Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. And double honors to also peace and salutations to the hopeful elects. Shalom, Akims and Akwims. This is your Hebrew Israelite brother, Mashaba, here in the city of Detroit. We're making this video today. Welcome to today's lesson. Okay, I have some scripts here I wanted to put together for you. This is concerning the 2/3. Yeah, you know, we got to get back on them 2/3 again. They ain't happy. It's like it. They're always trying to do everything that's wrong and never trying to do anything right. Okay? And so we're going to go over to, let's see. We're going to go on over to Hosea. We're going to go to Hosea. Okay? And we're going to talk about how our people, the 2/3, you know, they are in fact destroyed because of what? Lack of knowledge. Remember, Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay? The fear of the Lord is the word. It's the essence of the word itself. Remember, the word, the Bible, is the spirit of Yahushua himself in written form. Okay? Remember that. You know? See, so that's why we have to learn Yahushua. Learn him. He's not someone that can just be, that someone can just say to you, and that's it. No, you have to learn Yahushua. You have to learn him. And the 2/3, they're not into learning. They're too dumb to learn. And the heathens and the Edomites, they have this dumb worldly logic. That's completely the logic of this world is complete dumbness. The same thing as you have white and black. Now you know, ain't no in the Bible you don't see white and black nowhere. Ain't no such thing as white people. Ain't no such thing as black people. Remember, they didn't start calling themselves white until 1681. They don't change our name so many times from what Negro to color to what it was calling us. Did you see the color to Negro to Afro-American to African-American and then to black and then back to African-American and then they call it black again. Now you tell me, according to your nationality, are you black or are you of the nation of Israel? You see? The Edomites, are they Edomites or are they whites? You see? The Bible makes it clear who's who. You got to remember that. Okay, this is Hosea chapter 4, starting at verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And it's true. It's because our people don't know. It's because our people don't bother to take the time to think. You know, really think. Isaiah chapter 1 and 3. Our people are compared to a dumb ox and a mule because our people don't even bother to consider Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Not at all. They don't bother to consider Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay? Because thou hast rejected knowledge, and they do. They reject knowledge by rejecting Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Remember, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is the truth, the light, the truth, and so forth. That is the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay? And I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Okay? Because how can they be? How can the 2/3 be a priest unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua if they're too dumb to learn the word? You gotta learn it. You gotta learn it. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thou God, thou Elohim. Okay? Completely forgotten. Completely forgot it, because our people refuse to obey the laws, statutes, and commandments. When Moses came down from the mountain with the laws, statutes, and commandments, what did he see? He saw our people in complete revelry, incomplete rebellion, incomplete witchcraft, bestiality, orgies of all kinds, heterosexual, homosexual, allosexual, such a word, and so many different things that they were doing. Even they was even getting the children drunk and having sex with the children. You see, they was completely out of order. I will also forget thee, forget thy children. You see, because they forgot Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. They choose not the laws of Moses. You see, they choose the way that Yahweh chooses not. You see, so they can only be what? Destroyed. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. You see, as they were increased, so they sinned against me. So as they were increased in numbers, and as they were increased in their own wealth, they strayed farther away from who? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. They sinned more. Okay? And so they've transgressed against Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So the only thing that's left is chastisement and judgment. Because they have sinned against who? Yahweh. Okay? Therefore will I change their glory into shame. You see? All that they think they're doing concerning the white man is all going to come to shame. Verse 8. They eat up the sin of my people. You see? And they set their heart on their iniquity. You see? You see? This is talking about also talking about the Edomites. They eat up the sin of my people, and they set their heart on their iniquity. Okay? In their part. Verse 9. And there shall be like people, like priests, and hold on, sister, let's read that again. Verse 9. And there shall be like people, like priests, and I will punish them for their ways. See? For their ways. And their ways have become like what? Like that of the oppressor. Okay? And reward them their doings. You see? Reward them their doings. So Psalm chapter 91, verse 8. Only with thine eyes will you see the reward of the wicked. They're only going to get judgment. They're going to get judgment. That's what they're going to get. Verse 10. For they shall eat and not have enough. You see? They shall eat and not have enough. They shall commit whoredom and shall not increase. See, because anything that means anything that they try to do, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to shut it down, no matter what, because they are in a state of whoredom, and our people go on horn for all that is wickedness. Sirach chapter 19, verse 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. No matter how much somebody, these 2/3, try to act like they know something, only thing they know is wickedness. They don't have wisdom. They only have wickedness. That is all. Because they have left off to take heed to the Lord. Because they have left off to take heed to the Lord. They don't bother to listen to the Lord. They don't bother to listen to this word. You ask your average 2/3, and you ask them, do they believe in the Bible? Ask them, do they believe in the word? And they'll say, yeah. But read a scripture to them that convicts them, and they'll say, nah, the white man wrote that. Well, guess what? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, he made sure, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11, he made sure that all that was written in the Bible is written so that the righteous can flourish and receive salvation, and the wicked receive receive a stumbling block and damnation. You see, that's why the Bible is written in codes, and that's also the reason why Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua allowed the so-called white man to make alterations. Verse 11. Whoredom and wine and new wine take away the heart. They do. They do. Because one becomes so indulged into the philosophies of the drunkenness of the wine of philosophies of what is suggested to be new, but here it is. Well, we have to go on what is old. These words that were written back in ancient times is written for our learning. That's what we ought to go for. This word. Okay, and not no new wine, new philosophies of wine, and new false doctrines and all that mess. verse 12. My people ask counsel at their stocks, and their staff declare it unto them. Okay, because this is what they have set forth for themselves. They have their own belief system. Instead of them going in accordance with the word, they go according to what they believe the word should say. But then they'll put forth the word as if it's coming straight from the word, but it's not. It's coming from their vain imaginations of Esau. Okay, that red devil. Okay, so-called white man. For the spirit of whoredoms had caused them to err. And that's what it has. That wicked spirit of whoredom, of them wanting and seeking all that is of wickedness, all that is of evil, all that is of the beast and the beast system is what they sought. Okay, the 2/3. They have erred. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. Envy not thy oppressors, and learn none of their ways, for their ways lead to death and destruction. Okay, roughly paraphrasing, Shalakia. And they have gone a-hoeing from under their God, their Elohim. Why? Because they've set forth to go straight into nothing but wickedness of the world. And that's all they want to do. That's all they want to do. You see? That's all they want to do. Okay. Let's go to, I want to go take this time to go to, let's see, the book of James right quick. And I want to give you some word from there. We're going to your James chapter 4. Hold on. James. Here we go. James chapter 4. Okay. Now, this the Lord talking, just the word of the Lord. Ye adulterers and adulteresses. Now we talking about what? Who we talking about? Are we talking about the Edomites? Nope. We're not talking about the white people right here. Are we talking about the heathen nations? Nope. We're not talking about the heathen nations right now. We're talking about the 2/3. This is what we're just talking about. The 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Ye adulterers and adulteresses. Okay, that's talking about the men and the women. Okay, not excluding either one. Okay, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God, with Yahweh. Okay, that's what it is. You become an enemy of Yahweh when you try to set yourself up to be so much a friend of the world. Remember, if the rest of the world loves you and approves of you and sees you to be, their friend, then that means you're an enemy. You're an enemy. If you study seeking to try to appease the world, appease the people on your job, appease your neighbors, appease your pastor and all this stuff in your church, and appease your family members, and appease your friends, and appease perfect strangers of society in the same alliance of that of you being in sync with them. That's out of order. That makes you enmity with Yahweh. That means Yahweh is your enemy, and you accept it because you're more concerned with trying to appease society. You're more concerned with trying to be amongst them. You're more concerned with trying to be with society. You got to remember, I told you last before. What? If you want to serve the world, you got to stop and think. Is the world serve anybody or any organization that you want to do any work for? Remember, are they calling upon Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and is they doing service work for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai? Remember, faith without works is dead. Works without faith is dead. They both got to go hand in hand. Okay? They both got to go hand in hand. And if they're not worshiping Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, they're not calling upon Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, they're not doing service work for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, then what you doing anything concerning them? What are you doing? You got to ask yourself, because you're not going to receive no favor, and Yahweh is not going to smile upon you, and Yahweh is going to be mad at you, and he's going to mess you up. He's going to blast you into pieces. Why? Because your heart was into serving the world. Your heart was in love in your family. Your heart was in love in your friends. Your heart was in love in your church. Your heart was in love in your neighbors. Your heart was in love in everybody on your job. Your heart was in all of that. Love in society. Where was your love for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua? Okay? Bottom line. Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God, of Yahweh. Remember that. Of Yahweh. Okay? Okay? Do ye think that the scripture saith in vain, the spirit that dwelleth in us lusteth to envy? And that's what it does. It lusteth to envy. Let's go to we're gonna go on over to Luke. We're gonna go over to Luke. We're gonna end this video off. Because we're not trying to take them too long, because you take them too long, and then people don't like sitting looking through a long video. I don't like looking through a long video, unless it's actually that juicy and got just that much going on. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is Luke chapter 6, verse 22, and it reads, "Blessed are ye when men shall hate you." Right? Why? Because then you're not a friend of the world. When men hate you, you're not a friend of the world. So what that means? That means that you are a friend of Yahweh. And that's what is more important. Being a friend of Yahweh. Being a friend of the world, that don't mean nothing because the world cannot save you. The world is about to be destroyed. So why would you be a friend to the world? Be friend to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Forsake the world and draw ye near to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That is what you ought to do. Okay? And when they shall separate you from their company, okay? But that's good. It's good that they try to separate you from their company because they feel that you're being an embarrassment because you're going to talk about the word and they don't want to hear the word. They don't want to hear it. Let them be destroyed. The Lord said, if I would not have come, and if I would not have sinned, if I would not have come, and if I would not have spoken, they would not have sinned. Now that I've come, now that I've spoken, now they no longer have any cloaking for their sins. Okay? So whether they want to hear the word or not, bam, no matter what, they should have heard it because the word is not going to evaporate and dissipate. It's going to last forever and forever and forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You from their company and shall reproach you. Yeah, they're going to downcast you and cast out your name as evil. They're going to do that. Cast your name out as wicked. They're going to talk about you behind your back. Exodus chapter 21, verse 16. They're going to bring false witness against thy neighbor, against you. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 5. They're going to try to pit neighbor against you. Okay? Prepare yourself for these things. Prepare yourself for these things because this is what they do. They are 2/3, they are wicked, and they are evil. And you can only expect for them to do what? Underhanded stuff. For the Son of Man's sake. Okay? We got to watch out for these people because they're on bold. Verse 23. Rejoice ye in that day. Why? Because Isaiah chapter 65, verse 13. Behold, my servants, they shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants, they shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants, they shall have gladness and joy of heart, but ye shall have shame and shall be ashamed and have everlasting damnation. You see, that's the reason why. That's the reason why. You see, because we have in that day, we're going to have much joy. We're going to have, while other people is going through all kinds of hell and calamities, we're going to be able to laugh at their calamities. You see, just like Yahweh. Our Father, Yahweh, laughing at them, we're going to be able to laugh at them too. Leap for joy. Yep. Leap for joy. We're going to be able to leap for joy. We ain't going to be hungry and starving. We're going to be able to leap for joy. The angels are going to be providing for all of those that Yahweh has chosen to be saved. You see? That's why the angels encampeth round about us. Psalm chapter 34, verse 7. The angels of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. We're going to be delivered. We're going to be delivered. You see, Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. I shall keep ye from the hour of temptation, because ye have kept the word of my patience. The word is the word of the Lord's patience. Precepts, the word, precepts. We kept precepts. You understand? Psalm chapter 119, verse 104. From thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way. Any and every other way to learn the scriptures is false. You can only learn it by precept, because by precepts, that is what feeds the spirit, and it gives the spirit life and energy and vitality, and awakens us. You understand? Because of this word. Because of this word. And we have to remember that. We have to remember that. Leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great. And what is the reward for us? Salvation. Salvation. Our name's written in the book of life.
Yes.
That is our reward.
Yep.
That is and our supernatural spiritual body. Remember that. We're going to get that, and then we'll be able to come out of this fleshy body, you know,
right.
with this thorny heart. We'll be able to come out of that. Out of this, and we'll be free from the imprisonment of this. Our spirits will be free, and we'll be in our supernatural spiritual body, and only then will we be complete and whole. You see, you know what I'm saying? Okay. In heaven, okay, our reward is great in heaven. Okay, we can look forward to it. For in the like manner, their fathers. No. For in the like manner did their fathers unto their prophets. Okay. So these things are coming for us. We got these blessings. We got this reward. We got all this coming for us. But woe unto you that are rich. Okay, for ye have received your consolation. Okay. They receive all those that's out there trying to get rich. All the 2/3 they going to the Christian and Catholic churches and stuff, and they believe in the lies of the pastors. The pastor teaching them how to or preaching to them to prosper, so that the pastor can get more money out of them. And the 2/3 they're too dumb to realize that, and they sitting up in the Christian churches worshiping and calling upon Jesus a dead faggot.
Bam.
You see, and they are destroyed. They are again. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. You see? So instead of reaching for riches, reach for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
There it is.
Okay? Verse 25. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Okay, when the time comes. Because if you already have, then you amongst those that have. And those that have shall be stripped of what they have and become amongst those that have not. Okay? They shall hunger, because when the time comes, he who is in control of food is the one that's in control of everything. Woe unto you that laugh now, because they're going to cry later when the time comes, on the day of the Lord. On the day of the Lord, they're going to cry then. And they ain't going to, Job chapter 20, verse 4. Do ye not know that, do ye not know, on Proverbs, Job chapter 20, verse 4, do ye not know, since the beginning of time, that the triumphant of the triumphant of the hypocrite is but short, and the joy of the hypocrite is but short, and the joy of the hypocrite is but short. Roughly paraphrasing, Salakia. Salakia. Okay, but you understand what I'm saying? Okay. Right. In Job chapter 20, verse 4. Because the wicked, the hypocrites, they only get a short joy. It's not going to last forever. They get a short joy and then a laugh now, and then it's over. It's over. Because the Lord said, he shall bring down the arrogancy of those, and the haughtiness. He's going to take away the arrogancy off their face. He's going to do all that. When he bring down calamities, bring down afflictions and wrath and judgment upon the people, especially upon the 2/3, because they are our own people. It's time for them to be judged. Okay? Time for them to be judged. For ye shall mourn and weep. Okay? When that time comes, they're going to mourn and weep. And that's why we're going through this hell. We're going through the furnace of adversity now. But they're the ones that are going to burn up at the end, later. Verse 26. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you. Why? Because that means you've been catering to men. You've been catering to the men of this world. And remember, Yahweh Shai said he is the one that comes quickly. Okay? And so we hold fast to what we have because Yahweh Shai is on his way. Okay? So we know to let no man take our crown. Okay, Revelation chapter 3, verse 11. Okay. Speaking of whatever you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. You see? They always want to, society always want to uphold on high that which is of falsehood. The same with those fake, because they're for the social media to take action against the people for telling the truth. Okay, they're fake, really, and we call ourselves what the Lord calls us, Israelites, because we are the light of the world, and they are the darkness, the lie of the world. You see, we are the truth, because we represent Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Verse 27. But I say unto you, which hear. Now see, you hear this? Verse 27. But I say unto you, which hear. Remember, he who has an ear, let him hear. And the Lord makes it clear. But I say unto you, which hear. Love your enemies, do good to them which hate you. Why? Because the Lord got a plan, a raft plan against them, and giving them enough rope to hang themselves. Verse 28. Bless them that curse you, and pray for them which despise you, which despitefully use you. Okay? 29. And unto him that smiteth thee on the one cheek, after also offer also the other, and him that taketh away thy cloak, forbid not to take thy coat also. Now, don't get misconstrued. For those who don't understand, this don't mean somebody hit you on one cheek and you turn the other one. Well, hit me on this one too. No, that ain't what this is talking about. This is talking about something completely different as to what you are to understand when dealing with the two-thirds. You're not supposed to let the two-thirds, you take your cloak, you're not supposed to let them do steal your things, and if they hit you or harm you, remember, they're troubling you. And the Lord made it clear, 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6. Seeing how it's all right with the Lord, it is a righteous thing to recompense tribulation upon all those who trouble you. You know, if they trying to harm you, take from you, steal from you, take your cloak, and all this, you're not wrong for what? Recompense of tribulation upon them on the spot. That's a righteous thing to do. You know. They hit your cheek. If you want to turn the other cheek and let them hit it, that's up to you. Or you can recompense tribulation upon them and hit them back in their cheek. You know what I'm saying? And so, that's just recompense tribulation upon them. It's not vengeance. It's handling the situation right there on the spot. That's what makes it a righteous thing. Remember, anytime the bad guys are acting all out of order and the good guy comes and put an end and destroys the bad guy, what do you call that dude? You call him a righteous dude. Why? Because that's a righteous act. Until get at the enemy right then and right there on the spot. Don't wait till later. Destroy their butts then and there and now. Okay? Verse 30. Give to every man that asks of thee, and of him that taketh away thy goods, ask them not again. Okay? And so, ask them not again. Okay? Verse 31. And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise. Okay? You see? Do unto thee likewise. If you like today's lesson, okay, make sure you press the like and the subscribe button so that you can continue receiving spiritual edification from the videos and notifications of the videos when I put them out. And it also helps the algorithms for this YouTube channel concerning YouTube altogether. And so we're going to end the video off here. And we'd like to give all praises and all honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Kakodash, double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elects.
Shalom.